Welcome to Cybersecurity SOC Career Progression Explained, Analyst 1, 2, and 3. Cybersecurity demand remains extremely high globally, but competition for entry-level positions has become significantly more intense. Many professionals begin their cybersecurity careers through SOC Analyst I roles. However, organizations now receive enormous numbers of applicants, and hiring has become increasingly selective. Modern security operations centers are no longer simply looking for applicants who can memorize terminology or pass certification exams. Organizations increasingly want analysts who can investigate behavior, understand telemetry, analyze logs, correlate evidence, and operate effectively in real environments. The shortage is not always a shortage of applicants. It is often a shortage of operationally capable analysts. Even junior SOC roles now frequently expect SIEM familiarity, hands-on lab experience, ticket handling, log analysis, networking fundamentals, MITRE ATT&CK familiarity, and investigative reasoning. The modern SOC increasingly values hands-on capability over theoretical familiarity, because in cybersecurity, understanding operational behavior is often more valuable than simply recognizing terminology. Cybersecurity is not an entry-level field in the traditional sense. It is an operational field built on layered technical understanding. One of the biggest frustrations in cybersecurity today is the experience paradox. Many organizations want experience, but many aspiring analysts cannot gain experience without first being hired. As a result, hands-on labs, simulations, and personal lab environments have become increasingly important. Practical experience now matters enormously. Building a home lab allows aspiring analysts to work with SIEM platforms, analyze telemetry, investigate alerts, understand operating systems, practice networking, explore adversarial behavior, and develop operational reasoning. Increasingly, organizations want evidence that candidates can operate inside real technical environments, not simply pass certification exams, because cybersecurity is ultimately a practical operational discipline. SOC Analyst I, core function, triage and escalation, main responsibilities, monitoring SIEM dashboards, reviewing alerts, identifying false positives, basic log analysis, ticket handling, escalating suspicious activity, following incident response playbooks. Operational focus, SOC Analyst I roles focus heavily on visibility, monitoring, initial investigation, and operational consistency. Level 1 analysts are often the frontline visibility layer of the SOC. Skills commonly expected: SIEM familiarity, networking fundamentals, Windows and Linux basics, event ID awareness, MITRE ATT&CK familiarity, documentation and communication. Be ready for a large alert volume, false positives, repetitive investigations, and alert fatigue. As analysts gain operational experience, investigations become deeper and more behavioral focused. SOC Analyst II, core function, investigation and correlation. Main responsibilities: deep investigation of alerts, correlating telemetry, threat hunting, endpoint analysis, process lineage investigation, identifying adversarial behavior, cross-system investigation. Operational focus: SOC 2 analysts increasingly focus on behavior, context, operational intent, and investigative reasoning. SOC Analyst II roles move beyond alerts and begin focusing heavily on behavioral analysis. Be prepared for parent-child process relationships, PowerShell analysis, lateral movement indicators, attack technique mapping, and pivoting across logs. At more advanced levels, analysts increasingly help shape how organizations detect and respond to threats. SOC Analyst III, core function, detection engineering and strategic defense. Main responsibilities: building detections, writing SIEM rules, detection tuning, threat hunting, reducing false positives, telemetry engineering, incident leadership, and improving defensive visibility. SOC 3 analysts focus heavily on improving detection capability, strengthening visibility, reducing blind spots, and operational defense strategy. SOC 3 analysts help shape how organizations detect adversarial behavior. This is a layered operational ecosystem, not simply a hierarchy. SOC 1 identifies suspicious activity. SOC 2 investigates and correlates evidence. SOC 3 improves future detections. Be prepared for alert fatigue, incomplete telemetry, parser failures, ingestion gaps, cloud complexity, AI-generated attacks, and noisy environments. AI may reduce repetitive triage, basic investigations, but organizations still need humans for behavioral reasoning, context analysis, detection engineering, and investigative judgment. Modern cybersecurity defense depends on visibility, telemetry, investigation, and operational understanding. SOC analysts transform raw telemetry into investigations, investigations into detections, and detections into defensive capability. Because in cybersecurity, understanding behavior is often more valuable than simply recognizing malware names.